And we're back with another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. Alright, let's get to work because these things aren't going to repair themselves. We'll come back to those. Need repairs done. This is a motherboard replacement, and we should have all the parts here. So, again, just a lot of pulling crap out. So we gotta literally take every piece out of here. We're also gonna want to clean the dust out once we get the motherboard out, because that'll make it faster. I believe it seems faster to me anyway. When you don't have all this crap in your way. Do 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 do. Get it all cleaned out. Looks good. Let's sell the broken frickin' thing. That's something they could do. Like late game, you could actually repair broken pieces of machinery with a percentage chance of fixing. Just throw that out there. Like make a little like soldering area. I'm gonna reconnect all this back up. Luckily, it's not as bad as it looks. You know what? While we're here, let's make sure we're on the black cables, because somebody wanted all black cables. Alright. Check the next one. Black cables. Yeah, that is the next one. Alright. Make sure everything is set where it should be. I believe this is the video card. RAM upgrade. Let's clean her out as we check for the prawn. Nature's worst enemy. That's right, we bought enough to do another stick. And we're good. Nope. Damn you. Alright, so let's go ahead and set all this up. Let's check it for prawn. Aww, puppies and kitties. They're all prawn free. Let's go ahead and run that. I don't know. I do have a weakness for dogs. For doggos. I like me doggos. Dog 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 dog. Dog 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 dog. Now before we actually do this one, because I didn't even think about it till now, we have to. I mean, I thought about it, but I didn't actually consider it. We need to redo all the cabling on this guy because of reasons. So let's go ahead and do that because you can clearly see I didn't, because this was supposed to be all black cables and it is clearly not. So we make sure there's nothing connected to anything. Then we reconnect. And I don't mean from on the outside of the rig, I mean on the inside. Because it's obviously there was obviously white cabling in here. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the people who want cable swapping. I think it's silly. Really quick, I want to power down, power back up, make sure we're at the right speed here, because that could affect our ability to score. We need to. One more rig to go. Oh, what? Oh, it's not there. Funny. Alright, run this. Just in case, I forgot if we did or not. I'm only out 3 seconds. Ooh. Alright. So surprisingly, that's broken. Put in this one. Going with name brand. Now we need to put an operating system on here, or the dude will lose his mind. Now here's the other thing though, is we don't really need to test this. But like a good little monkey we will. Because I just can't help myself. As much as I just want to get it done and get it out of here. I don't think you get penalized for not running 3D Mark, but we're going to run it anyway. Make sure his RAM's set right. Run it. It should be ending. Yep. Alright, this one's done. Alright, let's see here. Good. Good. We don't want to... Oh, that one's going right now. So we've unlocked some new stuff. How do I send email? Google, how do I send email? Please, Google, how do I send email? Why isn't this working? Help email for seniors. Computer classes sent from EasyMail version 4.1. Oh, boy. Oh, you can't take these people anywhere. Alright, Hazel. Oh, God. Attention, I am Mr. Brian Eggleston, solicitor and personal attorney to to... Oh, we're still working on this one. Derp. Is it done yet? Nah, it's almost done. So close yet so far. Should be finishing up. I may as well just wait for it. As much as I hate waiting for these things. Alright, he's all done. You can remove it and get the hell out of my workshop. Get the hell out of my workshop. Because like I said, we're not getting paid for this one. Supposedly. Right? Because it said $0 and 0. But it said maybe $4,000 at some point. Meh. We'll collect. We got the rating. We got the XP. Hello, just writing to say that the alternate repair session had no effect. It's most likely that you conducted the healing ritual incorrectly, but that's okay, you're a novice after all. Instead, I'll send my computer to your workshop so you can work on it by hand, on the condition that you conduct the appropriate rituals to ensure that the physical changes don't affect the positive energy of the machine as a whole. The rituals can be conducted as before, but with the following additions to hopefully make it more effective for beginners such as yourself. Healing crystals should be arranged around the machine to create an energy grid. This should really help in manifesting your goals and intentions. If you don't have a crystal merchant nearby, you may have to get creative. Wristwatches and many electronic components contain crystals, so these will do in a pinch. In addition, an additional mantra will be used. Madam PC won't go. My damn PC won't go. But take care. My damn PC won't go. But take care, as this is a mantra of great power. Be particularly wary of the syllable. Find a syllable pronounced correctly. This is a cure for baldness. However many candles you set up last time, double it. You can never have too many candles. Do have a fire extinguisher on standby, though. We don't want a repeat of the Fellwood incident. Best wishes, Hazel. What a psycho. Okay, so her computer doesn't turn on. Is what she's complaining about. I bet you it's the power supply. For $55, the MWE Bronze 550. It's exactly the right amount of money. MWE Bronze 550. MWE Bronze. Oh, it's $60, so no. What is she complaining about? We accept, but I don't know if I can diagnose this. Out the door here. It could be the processor 3900, huh? 3900. What? 45. It could be a couple of things. So here's where we're running into an incident where we're not quite sure what the problem is. She's saying the PC won't start. So, and the power supply she's using is more than $55. So it could be an amalgamation of RAM and hard drive and, everything else. So this is one of the ones that we're going to just accept. But we're not going to buy parts for yet. We're going to do something else. So foiled once again. Oh boy. Just when you thought the technological fates could not be any more cruel, they have delivered the ultimate blow. We'll make sure that my editor hears no end of all of this, since the whole blasted debacle was his idea in the first place. Anyway, I was within a gnat's whisker of having my final draft finally converted into a document when disaster struck. The computer completely froze. When I tried to use it, it says system disk error. There was a mere handful of pages left to convert. Please, I implore you, fix this so I can finally be done with this editing process and move on with my life. Best regards, Bruce Van Cleef, award-winning author. So we don't really know exactly what's broken, but we can put in 2 new hard drives for him. We have $100. So let's go to storage. Boop. And let's go ahead and put in. We accept this job, of course. Now what did he have in here? 120 gig. So how much is 120 gig? So that's 80. But we don't know if it's that or the 500 gig hard drive. Well, usually it's the drive that had everything on it and running. So we're going to go and get a solid state to replace it. I'm assuming it's the solid state. Help, Full Classic Archive under attack. It's those idiots over at Movie Maniacs. They're crazy. Okay. They organized some kind of DDoS on the Film Classic Archive. It was like a million people trying to download everything at once. It totally killed my computer. There was smoke and everything. Can you take a look and see what can be done about the damage? Blake Petersburg, Chief Archivist, Cult Film Expert, Film Classic Archive. Action! Replace the power supply and the... Oh, boy. Oh, no, buddy. Had a bad day. Looking away. Who the fuck blew up your machine into pieces? So $50, and then the CPU is a 1200 Ryzen. Yeah, it's a Ryzen 3 1200. Alright, we accept. Sorry to hear about your broken toke, bro. So here's the deal. Is we could order these parts now, but we still need to get Hazel stuff here as well. So the real secret to this is to actually not buy new parts yet. It's to actually sit and wait it out for the next set of stuff to come in as well. And then we order everything in one big fell swoop. Alright, so, and then we have it delivered the same day. It's one of the few times where we can actually get away with that and make sense of it. Let's go ahead and end the day, because we can't really do anything. Let's go to work. And what we're going to do is we're going to boot this up really quick. We're going to take Hazel's machine, because we don't know what's going on with it and why it won't boot. It could be something as simple as it's not plugged in, or she's been smoking a lot of the hoo-hash. So, and the repairer for it was only like $55. No CPU found. Let's take the CPU apart and see what we're really dealing with. Because, again, 55 is a weird budget. It could be the CPU and the cooling. Cooling and CPU. So, okay. So, we know what's going on here. So, let's go back into the shop. See, our three things are still there. CPU processor is 3900, I believe. But we'll double check. Yep. And then the cheap-ass cooling. Right? Martoni and 3900, yeah. So what are we at, really? 45, so the cooling has to be the cheapest one. Okay, so we're good for the stuff that we need to have done today. Let's put it up to the same day delivery. Let's go ahead and look at the other stuff that we need to buy. Because I guarantee you we have some new jobs. And we also have to pay rent. We're going to pay that now because it's better to pay it now and have to wait for money for parts later. Alright, so do get back to me. It's this fool again. Hello again. We received the previous hardware with great satisfaction. Final reward worth of 4,000 is being prepared and dispatched. Fortunately, we are able to fully recover the necessary and require further assistance before financial assets are confiscated. Please build a system of the following specifications to the authority can approve final release of my client Prince Duarte. Or you must reach a benchmark of 3,000 to fully verify your earliest response will be appreciated. So it's all broken, you know. But 3D Mark score of 3,000. Okay, so we accept 3D Mark score of 3,000 when we want to keep the budget under 3,500 for sure, or 33,000 and 950. I had to think about that. But the build for this would be pretty much, again, we're going to go with... Now, we could use used parts, and actually, to save us some money, we will do that. Because it doesn't need to be all new, but we need a case, we need a power supply. I'm not using this storage. We'll throw a solid state in there. A graphics card. Now, when I use a graphics card in a machine, number one, it's got to be somewhat decent. And we don't have anything in here that is what I was kind of hoping for. But we have two R9 280s. So if we go with a motherboard with Crossfire, we can install them both. And that might get us there. Let's take a look at used memory. Our memory is actually pretty abysmal, so we're going to need to buy decent memory. We have this motherboard, but in this particular case, it's not going to help us get there. We do have processors up the ass, and they're all Skylakes, I think. So we'll probably put in a decent processor. We could just throw this guy in here, the i5 6400, or we could go with the i3 6320. I might go with the 6320 just because I'd rather keep this. This is technically a better processor because it's a 4-core, even though the megahertz is lower, but this might give us the better straight-up performance as well. So with that said, what do we need? We need, I haven't bought anything yet, right? Okay, so case, we're going to buy this. So 60. So that's 115-ish. 175. 175. We need something in the 8 gig region here. 245. Motherboard. We want Crossfire. Crap. We'll try it anyway. And cheap cooling. And we'll I think that motherboard will do the old processors though. I know it says Kaby Lake, but we don't even have any Kaby Lake, but I do believe it will do Skylake as well. If not, we'll have to buy another processor. But we've got case, power, storage, graphics, memory. Should be on the cheaper side. Actually, really quick with the memory. 2 gig. Okay, so yeah, we'll just keep this for stuff for later. So what are we really at? 170, so 240, 300, 355, 415, 425, about 425, plus the other parts we're going to add that are used. So, we'll get it around 500 or so. Alright, so this one's for sure where we're good. Another PC request, huh? I need a new PC. My friend recommended Adobe Premiere Pro CC. Minimum specs below my PC. Run it. I know used parts can be cheaper, but I like new ones. Please, have you heard of A-Data? They're meant to be pretty good. Okay, so his budget's 1120. Nice. So this is a big request here. PC that runs Adobe Premiere CC minimum specs. So Adobe Premiere Pro CC. Okay, so here, and minimum specs. So you can already see this is a freaking beast. Let's go to the shop here and really break down what we got to do. So we have to have, I want to go for some specific hardware. All of it's going to be new, as much as new as we can make it. 6100. So it's this guy here, which is a Skylake, which means we have a motherboard. Hey. Let's do that. Memory, 12 gigs, huh? Well, or higher. So what we can do is go right into, let's go to 2666. We'll go to 8 gigs here. So 80 is 160. So that's 16 gigs. So that meets the requirement. Graphics card, GTX 1050. Surprisingly, it doesn't need a lot, but you need to be careful because we're looking at 2 gigs of RAM. Okay, so even the cheapest one will do it. We'll put the cheapest one in there for now. We'll add it all up. Let's put in a solid state. Power supply 550. You always want to go with 550 early on in this game. And the Antex. So let's do some math and see where we can play with some stuff. And I would say, let's see, so let's do 120 plus 160 plus 105 plus 100 for the motherboard. Plus 60 for the hard drive, plus 10 for the cooling unit. What does that put us at? 550. And where's that power supply? Plus 55. 610. Really? Oh, in the case. So plus another 60. 670. We could add more. We could do better with a video card, too. I feel like I'm missing something, though, but I don't think we are. It looks like it's all in there. So, we're at 670. And we've got all of this covered. So, let's close that for a moment. 1120 is our expense here, or what we can spend. So, we could theoretically do 4 more of those. So, let's add another 160. That puts us at 830. So, if we're at 830, so we have $290 to spend, but we can actually add 120. So we actually have 410, because if we get rid of that, we can buy a better video card. So we have $410 to spend on a video card. Let's spend it. Let's go with 410. So let's do 350. Which gives us about $60 to spend. And we could spend that on, I don't know. We're already maxed out on RAM. We could go with bigger sticks outright, but I'm too lazy to change them out. I have so few shits to give at that point. We could buy 6 fans. One comes with a case, so you'd really only need 4. So, but we'll buy 6. I don't know. A data. You know what? Hold on. What are we actually buying here? We got A data there. Let's do A data in the hard drive, shall we? Let's figure out the difference. Oh, it's only $20 more, so that's fine. Boom. And boom. So, if we add $20, oops. We have 40 to spend. That's a little easier. We'll buy 4 of these. Alright. Upgrades for my rig. Thank you for your patience on that. I haven't upgraded for a while, so it's about time. I'm a pretty hardcore gamer, so I needed to benchmark at 1307. How much of a gamer? I'm after 16 gigs of memory. If you can, I'd love some plastic blue cables. So, we need to go to cables. Plastic blue. That's already $100 freaking dollars. Alright, what is in here? You're at $12.89 and you want to be at $13.07, and your budget is $425. This is obviously a video card problem, so we're just gonna go and spend. Well, let's do this. Let's do the 8 gigs of 266. So 266. Let's do the 8 gigs. So 425 minus 80, pretty much. 345 for a video card. So 340. I'm worried about these Sheen cards. They don't look like they're that high in performance. But if we go with Founders, there's no. The 6 gigs don't really combine for some reason. So I don't really know if I want to do that. Let's go with this one for 300. So if we do that, gives us $45 to burn. I don't think there's really anything else we could do to help this guy outside of maybe throw in some extra fans. So let's put in 2 more fans. Why not? We're in a good mood for fans. I don't know. Anyway, so that puts us near. Look at all these items that we have to freaking buy. And you would think right away, wow, that's a lot of money. It is a lot of money, but it's 2 days worth of work being covered. So let's go ahead and same day delivery this stuff. Bam! Break that bank. Let's get to work. And we can actually get more rigs done than you think. So hold on to your butts. We got a lot of work cut out for us. Let's do Hazel's here because we know exactly what's wrong with hers. As we have... Should have... You know what I didn't do? I didn't pick up the items we just bought. Boop! There we go. In we go. Processor. Should be this one. And this one. So let's just clean out this rig here. And we're going to do the usual suspects as well. I think we're pretty good. Alright, so Brucey Boy here says one of his hard drives is kaput. I need to figure out which one it is. Let's see. I am assuming it's this one. Yep. So, sell that. And it completely works out for us. We can actually put this one back. Put in this. As that is higher performance. I just want to make sure that it boots to that drive. So if you've been wondering how to do that, you'll get to see in a minute here. So 80 out of the 20, nice. Let's go ahead and boot her up. And get our software in there because it's going to have to put an operating system on it for sure. Yeah. Always boot to the superior device. There we go. And just watch it fly. Whoop. Damn. And we're going to run both Virus and 3D Mark. You could have viruses on a storage drive. You don't know. Boot it up. Alright, this guy is done. Look at that boot time. Isn't it sexy? And it's done. So this guy be done. I don't think there's any special requests for these machines outside of what outside of what we're dealing with here. So yeah, so we can go ahead and just manually get these pretty much just out of the way. Replace power supply, replace CPU. Simple enough. Processor 1200. Let's connect all of this. And then... it's all plugged back into the power supply. Should be done. Look at how fast it is. Boom. Love solid states. From the bottom of my heart. You gotta love them. Alright, now we've got these guys. Let's go ahead and get one of these builds going. May as well knock them out while they're here. It's only going to replace the money we don't have right now because we've been spending it all. We spent it all to do 2 days worth of fixing. Let's just make sure that... I don't think these builds had anything in particular. Just one person wanted A data, and that's going to be Milton. And this dude doesn't care. So Milton is this guy. He wants the A data stuff. He wants A data. That's really Milton's big thing. So we're going to make sure that he gets A data, the A data. And we stay within budget. Alright, so let's get this in there. Storage. Now he wants A data. So there's that. Motherboard. Ooh, what were we getting? Shoot. No, it was not you. It was you. The A data one. The other one is the multi-card rig we're doing for the dude. I think we have 2 slots? No, 4 slots. This guy had a huge budget. Graphics card. I want to say it was this one. And processor. No, not used. I just realized I had that used sitting there, and I'm like, why do I have a used thermal? Because of that. How embarrassing. So now you got to see how a blue screen works, is when something's overheating and the computer's trying to protect itself from, you know, exploding. Let's run that again, shall we? I done goofed, son. Alright, 1,030 with 90 bucks remaining. I don't remember having 90 bucks remaining, so what are we missing here? Got the cooler. Power supply. I guess fans is the next step here. So in order to install these, we got to remove all the little thingies here. And it comes with one already, so yay for that. So many fans. 30 bucks remaining. I ain't gonna get much else in here, so. And we'll be lucky to get all of this plugged in anyway. We might have to redo a lot of this. Yeah, I had to figure that out for a second. God damn it. And of course I'm out of places to plug fans in. Okay, so we'll take this out. Be for us. I mean, look at how many other fans are in here, for crying out loud. Let's plug all this back in. Alright, let's go ahead and run 3D Mark. We don't need to run antivirus, but we need to reset the RAM to the right speed, which should be 2666. This guy is done. Come on, there we go. Let's go ahead and run 3D Mark. Get it out of the shot. We got one more build we're going to try to knock out. And this is the guy who's getting kind of the amalgamation of whatever I can throw together. Though we did buy most of the parts, so I'm not that worried about it. We're not going to add the extra fan. If anything, I'm actually going to take this fan out. More fan for me. So we're hoping to score 3,000 on this, and we have a plan to kind of do that. But again, we got easier said than done. We're going to put the solid state in here. Graphics cards. I believe we have 2 of these. It's a great way to get rid of these. They're not that great. They're not terrible, but they're not great. So it's good to just be able to dump them like that. Alright, processor. There. And memory, we had one of... How did it end up... Oh, that's a repair one, isn't it? One of these is a repair. One of these is for this machine. It's a U. Has to be you. It had to be you. It had to be you. I don't know why it had to be you, but it was always you. It had to be you. Let's run 3D Mark, and then we're going to reset the RAM to what we knew we got to get full performance. Boom. And I'll check. Good, good. Good. A data, and then this guy was the red one. Okay, okay. Making sure. Nothing would be more embarrassing to put the wrong RAM in there. Power down. This guy be done. We'll let that run. Okay, so let's turn this in. We should have done everything he wanted. Sweet. And then these 3 should be done. And that really helps us recover. And then we're going to get this dude's done, and then we'll hit level 7, which is always fun. New parts, sweet. Looks like cases. Video card, Vigicard, and some more RAM. And so, yeah, we'll only have one machine to work on the next day. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Lucky us. Hopefully this hits 3,000, because like I said, it helps us get rid of 2 cards. 2 cards that I'm not a big fan of, because they're hard to utilize for anything practical. Unless you're going to resell the machines later. And we'll talk about it. We're not at a place in the game where we can do that yet, but it's coming. We're getting there very soon. And I kind of get a little stick up my butt about keeping cards that are SLI and Crossfire compliant. And I really get anal about it. 3618. Nice. It meets this. It meets his requirement. Yay. So we spent, plus the $50 for that other hard drive, let's round up. We spent $650 on this guy. So we'll keep that in mind of how much we've spent. But this rig is ready to roll. And it's done. So we get access to CPU overclocking. It's something we can do in the BIOS. It takes a lot of effort, not like in a bad way or anything. It just takes a lot of work to kind of figure some of that out. I'm not going to give away too much, but when we start dealing with overclocking, it's more about having really good power supplies and making sure you don't jack up the voltage too high. Alright, so we've gotten access to Ryzen 6 and 8 core processors. Cool. And a bunch of chipsets. Awesome. And we only have 1 rig to do tomorrow. Gotta love that. So anyway, let's go ahead and shut everything down and go on about our day here. We did pay the rent, right? Yeah, we did, because the email's not even there, so we did it. We got 1 more rig, just kind of sadly sitting here waiting for us to get done. And it's dirty as shit. And a shitty video card in there. But yeah, put in that memory. And then the only new graphics card we got. Yeah, this is absolute garbage. You should almost sell this. You can't dual card it. This is okay. So you can't. This is not a multi GPU compliant card. It's the lowest performance card I think out there. It's right beside the 2 other lowest cards in the game. I usually just sell 750 Ti's because you can't multi GPU them. If they could be multi GPU'd, I'd keep it. But it's so pathetic. It's so sad of a video card that it just doesn't deserve to live. You're so dark, bro. I know. The darkness. Now this guy wanted blue cables, didn't he, little fucker? Yeah, you did, you son of a bitch. Alright, let's disconnect everything. I'm just going to power this machine down. We'll have a slightly longer episode. Probably in the 50 minutes. But I just want to get it done here. And see if we can ace this one out of the park. Nothing connected there or there. Okay. Worst case is if I screw it up somehow, I could just kind of reload it and do it. If I screw it up via the cabling and the cleaning, is more my biggest concern. More or less my biggest major concern. Whoop. God damn you. Boop. Boop. Come on, you. There we go. All right. We clean all this dust out. And we'll put in 3D Mark. And Zavaris scan. Who knows? That could be something holding it back. You never know. You never knew the way he'd poo. You never know the way his loaves would pinch. Alright. Let's go ahead and redo that. We should be fine. It's a good video card. Oh, wait. We're $5 over. No! My math failed me. Okay, so all we can do about this is to remove the stick of memory. How did I miss that? Oh, whatever. Well, now I got a stick of RAM to use on something else. But at least we got the speed set. Could have bought a cheaper video card too. But, you know, that's going to happen once in a while. You're going to buy something you didn't mean to, that just didn't work out. Not a big deal. Not a big, we could put it in this rig for now, but we're not going to do that. That thing's a piece of crap. Alright, so while that's going, we've got some more rigs coming in. Uh-oh, somebody's dream is broken. Bad energy. Do get back to me. It's another one of these. Oh, but look at, oh, we'll save that as a surprise for later. Something there, and repairs. So, lots of little jobs to come up on the next time. But we're going to knock this guy out and get it sorted out. And apparently some of our customers are coming back to us with more issues and more problems. So, yeah, we're going to have to deal with that. But while this is kind of finishing up its run, I do want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy. When we come back, we're going to knock out some more rigs and maybe get some residual money reserved to us through a specific clientele. I kind of took a peek. I couldn't help myself. And all that. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Support the channels you watch in any way that you can. It helps us keep doing what we're doing just for you guys. And it really is, you know, it's wonderful to be able to share some of this games and to share our experiences with them, and all of that. So easily we broke that number. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JackTardStudios for live gaming action, as well as our tabletop show. The Chairman of the Board is also on the same channel on Tuesday nights and occasionally on Sundays. So sometimes you get a double header a week, so to speak. Anyway, and all that good stuff. What did I... No, I have to upgrade it to 16 gigs of RAM. What have I done? Okay, so... this is going to be something that we have to fix on the next one. $5 over. Can I take a fan out? Will you let me take out a fan? Please? Let me see. Sometimes this works. Nope! Alright, so that's not going to work. So we need to put the fan back in. So I'm going to have to buy a video card that's slightly cheaper than what we got. But not a big deal. Not the end of the world. It's just one other thing we got to do in order to ensure that we are getting the best bang for our buck, so to speak. So, anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. We will see you guys next time, and we'll get this fixed. And now I gotta 3D mark it again. God damn it, Napa! Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.